l'impression s'effondrer. Ouais. Respire, laisse tomber, trouve un nouveau départ. Attrapez vos filles, allez en ville, faites votre marque. Se débarrasser des mauvaises ombres. Dansez dans le noir, ressentez le rythme. Laissez-le guérir votre cœur. Ce soir, nous nous levons, nous ne nous effondrons plus. Des talons hauts, nous sortons. La confiance, cela ne fait aucun doute. Grand sourire, pas de place pour les peurs. Ce soir, nous brillons plus de larmes. Danse, danse, laisse la musique.
We're walking through Lourdes right now, and honestly, this place feels completely different than what we expected. It's peaceful, calm, and everywhere you look, there's the mix of history and spirituality that's just woven into the streets.
Danser, arranger.
Saint Bernadette was a 14-year-old girl from a very poor family in Lourdes. In 1858, she reported 18 apparitions of the Virgin Mary at the Grotto of Mazabiel, events that turned Lourdes into one of the biggest pilgrimage sites in the world. Her family lived in a tiny one-room former jail called Le Cachot. It's a small stone building where 6 people shared a single dark, damp room. This is where Bernadette was living during the time of the apparitions, and visiting it shows just how humble her life really was. The big cathedral in Lourdes, the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, feels like the heart of the whole town. Standing in front of it, you can't help but feel a quiet peace. It's beautiful, calm, and somehow comforting, like a place that welcomes everyone. The Rosary Procession in Lourdes. Every evening, thousands of pilgrims gather for the Torchlight Marian procession where the Holy Rosary is prayed, as people walk with candles around the sanctuary. It's peaceful, moving, and feels like the whole crowd is breathing in the same rhythm. The procession has been happening since 1863, and it's still one of the most heartful moments you can experience in Lourdes. Lourdes, filled with beautiful churches, each with its own meaning. The most iconic is the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, rising above the grotto like a symbol of hope. Just below it is the Rosary Basilica, known for its stunning mosaics. And beneath everything is the massive Basilica of St. Pius X, an underground space that can hold thousands in quiet prayer. Walking through Lourdes, you can't help notice how good the food smells everywhere. Cozy cafes, little bakeries, and restaurants serving simple, comforting French dishes. But the real treat is the fresh gelato. It's creamy, cold, and fresh, and made right in front of you. Perfect on a warm afternoon after exploring the sanctuary. Grabbing a scoop and strolling through the streets just feels like a part of the Lourdes experience. The spring at Lourdes still flows today, just like it did in Bernadette's time. People come from all over the world to touch it, drink it, or take a little home. For many, this water isn't just water. It's a symbol of hope, healing, and the quiet belief that miracles can still happen. San Sebastian is a beautiful coastal city in northern Spain, famous for its golden beaches, elegant promenades, and incredible food scene. It's literally gorgeous everywhere you go. The streets of Spain feel alive in the best way. In the old towns, you wander through narrow stone lanes filled with cafes, balconies, and the sound of people talking and laughing. In the bigger cities, wide boulevards open up with shops, music, and that relaxed Spanish rhythm where no one seems to be in a rush. Whether you're in a quiet village or a busy plaza, the streets always feel welcome, colorful, and full of life. Madrid is a cheerful, vibrant city that feels alive at every hour. Its streets are filled with cafes, shops, and people from all over the world. You'll find iconic landmarks like Royal Palace, Plaza Mayor, and the bustling Puerta del Sol, along with some of the world's greatest museums, including the Prado and Reina Sofia. Each neighborhood has its own personality, from the tapas-filled lanes of La Latina to the elegant boulevards near Retiro Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Madrid blends tradition and modern life effortlessly, offering everything from historic markets to cutting-edge restaurants and legendary nightlife.
Churros in Spain are already amazing, but nothing compares to the ones at Chocolateria San Gines in Madrid. The place has been serving fresh, crispy churros since 1894, and they come with a cup of thick, rich chocolate that feels almost heavenly. The shop sits on a little side street near Puerta del Sol, always buzzing, always warm, and always worth the stop. It's one of the simple Spanish traditions that just make you smile. Paella is Spain on a plate, saffron, gold rice, fresh seafood, or tender meats, veggies, and that perfect crispy layer at the bottom called the socarrat. It's cooked slowly in a wide pan, usually outdoors with everyone gathering around as the aromas fill the air. Whether you try it in Valencia, Madrid, or a tiny coastal town, paella always feels like a celebration. Simple ingredients coming together to create something unforgettable.
Zaragoza sits along the Ebro River, and its streets blend Roman ruins, medieval charm, and modern Spanish life. The city is best known for the Basilica del Pilar, with its colorful domes rising above the water, but the whole city feels rich with history. You wander through the wide plazas, old stone lanes, and lively cafes where locals gather late into the evening. Zaragoza has a quieter rhythm than Madrid or Barcelona, but that's what makes it special. It's a place where history, culture, and everyday life flow together naturally.
Montserrat is a stunning mountain range near Barcelona, famous for its jagged peaks and peaceful natural beauty. The monastery sits high in the cliffs, surrounded by quiet trails and sweeping views. Rows of glowing candles line the pathways, each one a prayer left by visitors. Inside the basilica, you find the beloved Black Madonna, La Morenta, a 12th century statue that draws pilgrims from around the world. People come to touch her hand, light a candle, and take in the calm of the sacred place. Montserrat blends nature, history, and faith in a way that feels truly unforgettable.
Barcelona is a colorful, energetic city on Spain's Mediterranean coast, known for its mix of Gothic streets, modernist architecture, beaches, and lively plazas. It's the cultural heart of Catalonia, full of museums, markets, and neighborhoods that feel like small worlds of their own. At the center of it all stands the Sagrada Familia, Antoni Gaudi's masterpiece and the largest unfinished Catholic church in the world. Construction began in 1882, and Gaudi transformed the project a year later with its unique blend of Gothic and Art Nouveau design. Barcelona's pastry scene is a blend of old world tradition and modern creativity. In the mornings, the smell of fresh butter and warm dough fills the streets, from tiny neighborhood bakeries to famous pastry shops. Some bakeries are known for their flaky, award-winning croissants, while others specialize in traditional Catalan sweets passed down from generations.
One of our favorite places in Spain is La Rambla. La Rambla stretches from Plaza de Catalunya down to the waterfront, and walking it feels like moving through the heart of Barcelona. Street performers, flower stalls, artists, cafes, and the constant flow of people give it a pulse that never really stops. You hear different languages, smell fresh pastries from nearby bakeries, and see the old buildings leaning in just enough to make the street feel cozy despite its size. Right off La Rambla, the food scene opens up, and that's where the unexpectedly great sushi comes in. Barcelona has embraced Japanese cuisine with real enthusiasm, and some of the best spots sit just a few steps from the main boulevard. You'll find places serving ultra-fresh nigiri, creative rolls, and Mediterranean touches, and sashimi that's surprisingly high quality for such a busy tourist area. It's the kind of sushi that makes you pause mid-bite because it's better than you expected. The contrast is part of the charm. You go from the lively historic Rambla into a calm, modern sushi bar where everything is precise, clean, and beautifully plated. It's a refreshing break from the crowds, a little pocket of quiet flavor in the middle of Barcelona's most famous street.
Casa Batlló sits right on Passeig de Gracia, and from the outside it already looks like something out of a dream. The facade ripples like water, covered in colorful tiles that shimmer in the sunlight. The balconies resemble masks, and the roof curves like the back of a dragon, one of Gaudi's favorite symbols. Inside, the house feels even more alive. He designed everything with nature in mind. Flowing wooden staircases, wave-shaped windows, and light wells that pull in natural brightness from top to bottom. There are almost no straight lines. Everything curves softly like wind or waves. Even the doors and ceilings feel handcrafted with intention. The rooftop views were so magnificent, and it was so fun to take photos up on the balcony. The Teleferic de Barcelona starts near the base of Montjuïc and glides slowly upwards, giving you a full sweep of Barcelona's skyline. As the cabin rises, you see the Mediterranean stretching out in deep blue, the port filled with ships, and the city's grid opening up beneath you. Landmarks like the Sagrada Familia, Torre Glorias, and the long curve of the beaches all come into view at once. At the top, Montjuïc offers gardens, viewpoints, and the historic castle, a peaceful contrast to the busy streets below.
The Museo Picasso in Barcelona holds over 4,000 works by Pablo Picasso and is housed in 5 medieval places on Montcada Street. It was the first museum dedicated to Picasso, opened in 1963, and highlights his deep connection to Barcelona.
And so the trip came to a close. The beauty of Lourdes and the beautiful cities of Spain each stopped adding its own color to the story. In the end, it all blended into one bright, unforgettable sweep of memories and moments we'll carry with us long after the bags are unpacked.